Math and music have many things in common. Counting rhythms, intervals, patterns, symbols, and time signatures are perfect examples of that. Everything made by musicians are all connected to mathematics. For example, in time signatures, a song can be 4/4, 3/4, 5/4, and even 8/7. The time signatures is what is used to measure the beat of the song. It correlates with the amount of beats per minute in a song. Most songs are written in 4/4 time. The musician can count to 4 and repeat from 1. Try this in any song. Start the song and repeatedly count from 1 to 4. Now some other songs, on the other hand, that are more technical, normally in the genres of classical or metal, use time signatures where they don't sound completely square and will fluctuate in time signatures. In the classic genre of music, songs range from 2/4 to 9/8. These aren't so common in pop or rap genres. Oftentimes in metal, there will be a tempo changes or key changes. The instruments will either play faster, slower, or at the same speed but in different time signatures. Without any of these, music would not be possible. Music has to follow certain things for it to be audible. A song would not sound so good if it was constantly not playing at the same BPM and all the instruments were offbeat and not playing together. Another way that math is linked to music is in the geometry of a song's pitch, harmonics, or just in the general sound. The Chinese, Egyptian, and Greek were the people to first really study the math linked to the sound of music. They were the ones that originally discovered time signatures, scales, and ratios. When an instrument is played into a computer or recording device, the waveform or level of gain is how sound can be seen in a way. The waveform is a visual chart that shows how loud certain frequencies in music are. On metal music, for example, they normally will be balanced, but in pop music or rap music, the bass in the song will normally be much higher than the other frequencies. Pythagoras, a name that is commonly known in the math community, actually was the one who realized that different sounds can be made by different tension and vibrations in strings. This led to his discovery that the pitch of a string can be controlled by its length and tension. Strings that are cut to exact halves of another string will be an octave higher. He also realized that the notes of a certain frequency sound the best with multiples of the same frequencies. For example, a note at 220 Hz sounds best with notes of 440 Hz, 660 Hz, and so on. The closest tie between music and math are patterns, musical pieces often using repeating choruses and bars, similar to the patterns we use in math. In math, we use patterns to predict what we don't know yet. Music uses very similar strategies. When looking at a musical piece, musicians look for notes that are more common in a song or less common. Each note correlates with each other, and that makes it possible to predict the further notes. Relationships are fundamental in math, and that creates an interesting link between math and music. As you may know, music can be played by different instruments, such as a guitar, a bass, and drums. These three instruments are normally what carry through songs. Maybe they aren't the instruments directly, but can be an electric version like so. Music and math have many things in common, such as patterns, intervals, and sound. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.